Jessica. She comes and knits in the shop a lot, and she brought me this gift of, I'll show you the finished product because I still have some left, of this spectacular, pronounce it for me.
Furikake Crispix.
Furikake Crispix. Now, this is the proper cereal. We have Crispix in this one, but all of Portland and Hillsborough has been bought out. So we are standing in with Corn Chex because it's as close to Crispix as we can get. But your mom warned you that it's gonna break, right?
Right. She tried Chex Mix once and it just didn't work as well.
Because these are firmer. The Crispix is firmer than Corn Chex. I was raised on Corn Chex.
That was the theory.
Yeah. So that gets nice and mushy and milk fast, and I bet you Crispix lasts longer. It'll be fine. We're gonna go for it, and we're gonna try it. But where did you get this recipe? Did your mom? Is it the Hawaiian set?
This is a woman from our church, and so yeah.
Clearly, a lot of people know about it in Hillsborough because every grocery store we went to is out of Crispix.
I have a hard time. I think it's just, didn't Kellogg's have some kind of thing where
I don't know.
Workers were on strike or?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna have to investigate. It's Crispix Gate. We have Crispix Gate going on.
I feel like it's just not as popular as Chex Mix.
Oh my goodness! So how many of these does it take?
Technically one, but I have a hard time knowing what I'm making because every time I get a box of Crispix, it's 18 ounces because that's the only size I find.
Yeah.
So the recipe says 2 boxes, but if I do 2 18-ounce boxes, that's a lot more than 2 12-ounce boxes. So I actually used 1 per pan.
Okay.
I just basically
eyeball it and make it look good.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And this is I went to the Japan store in Hillsborough, and it's a different brand than this, but it's the same.
Yeah, I don't like messing around with different brands.
So this is the brand to get, and I'll put a link in the info. So what is this? This is normally used to sprinkle on your rice, huh?
Yeah. But people put it on popcorn a lot.
Oh, that'd be cool to try. Huh. Interesting. See, a whole new avenue. And I personally am not a giant fan of the seaweed, but this stuff is yummy. So that's why I called Jessica in, because I figured we needed to make it. And then make it even more difficult to get Crispix for the rest of the world. We're never going to have Crispix again. We'll let you know if Corn Chex works for us. All right, the first thing we need to do is melt stuff on the stove. So I'm gonna we'll cut to the other video. But there's the pan.
Yeah.
Let me go get my phone.
If you want to do it on the stove, you can. I just put it in the microwave.
Oh, we're doing it on the stove. I'm old school. Medium heat. We are melting 1 cup of butter. We are melting ½ a cup of corn syrup. We are going to we're going to add in a scant ½ cup of granulated sugar. There's a 1/4. So just less than ½ cup of granulated sugar. There we go. And then, oh, is there not enough? Oh, it's a dripper.
Yeah.
And then we're going to add 2 teaspoons of, I don't know, do we want it saltier? You do 2 teaspoons?
The one I gave you was 2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of soy sauce.
Oops.
Well, we can wipe it off. 1. Yeah. 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. And then, oh, we should have used that spatula to mix it. We'll use this one. And then we're going to melt it together. And because it's sugar, we probably need to keep this moving. Until it's all dissolved, right?
Until the sugar's dissolved.
So you can do that in the microwave. I burn stuff in the microwave. I'm not good.
Just guessed.
Which is why I hate microwaves. And they're spotty for me. David uses ours. I don't. If I were the only person in the house, I wouldn't have one.
I did that in grad school. We didn't have a microwave.
Yeah. I would just cook everything on the stove.
And we had a gas stove that we had to light with a lighter.
Oh, it didn't even have a...
I don't think the pilot light worked or something.
goodness. So Jessica, while I'm doing this, is pouring open our substitute corn Chex because Portland has no more Crispix.
Oh, and I actually, 4 boxes makes
2 trays. 2 roasting pans.
4 trays.
Okay, I can absorb that because I have another roasting pan and you have your roasting pans and I have a cake pan too. We got plenty of pans. And then you can take some more home and I can send some to Jamari and my son-in-law. And the kids. I'm going to take some with Grant.
Should I get my roasting pan?
Yeah, if you want to. We can load them all up over on the counter, though, and have the good camera going.
Okay.
You can get them ready, though, if you want. And there's also another bowl, another big bowl. I think this is good enough. These 2 boxes. So are we gonna, is that enough to do 2 boxes or that's enough to do 4 boxes that we just made?
Enough to do 2.
Okay. So we can just do those 2 and then do a second batch if we want to, or make a second thing of this. Okay, this is ready.
Okay, so now you pour it into these bowls. You just half it.
Oh, divide the two boxes in half.
No, well, that was only 1 box.
Oh, yeah, I thought you had both of them in there because I only saw 2 boxes over here. All right, do you need a wooden spoon or something ready to go?
Yeah, sure. What do you think? I just use my hands.
Oh, you use your hands? I'm a wing. Ooh, it smells nice and corny. You probably want to be gentle.
Yeah. It's hard for me to... I feel like there's never enough sauce.
It coats it nicely, though. No, maybe make this back. Yes. Okay, Watson. But
it was a good thing you got the corn.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was none. I couldn't find any at that window.
No corn Chex either?
No.
Wow. I read what was in the Crispix, and I was like, okay, this is definitely corn Chex if I'm going to sub. Because it's mostly corn.
Well, I think that's why my mom did Chex one year, because she couldn't find the Crispix.
Yeah. These are much pillowy. They're much more delicate. But so far, so good. Breaking a little bit, but not too bad.
Yeah, I think it's inevitable. I mean, the Crispix breaks too.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. How do we know when it's ready?
You just kind of eyeball it.
Okay.
And then you dump the furikake on it.
Okay. We're ready to dump the furikake.
And
half or 1 and 1?
Well, start with half first.
Okay.
What I did with my last batch was I did a whole one. But,
there.
Just because when I took it out of the oven, it looked like there was hardly any on it. So then I just
added some more.
Added some.
After?
I put it in for half an hour first, and then I mixed it up.
Gotcha. So it's still melty.
Yeah. And mainly it's also to make sure that it doesn't stick to the bottom of the foil in the roasting pan.
Oh, so we foil the, do we foil the baking sheet?
Yeah, or else.
Because I can put a sill pad on it. I have sill pads.
Okay, whatever
Those
works.
are my non-stick. I bake my cookies on them and everything.
Just because the corn syrup is so sticky. It's like glue.
Yeah. That's why we use it. All right. I think this is mostly mixed. It doesn't look clumpy anyway.
Well, sometimes the clumps are the best part.
So you're aiming for clumps?
No, not on purpose. It happens.
Uh-oh. Which one was I using?
That's basically it.
That's it, huh? That's a quick party snack, isn't it? Although messy with the sugar. It's easy.
The sugar was messy?
Well, I mean, that's the part that's the messiest is the corn syrup.
Right.
And it's not that bad if you know how to wrangle your corn syrup and have a sink, right?
Right.
Just throw it in there. Yeah, they're not breaking too bad. If you say the Crispix breaks too, here, I'm going to show you. There's what we have. Is just kind of sugary coated Chex in this case with the coating on it, with the Furikake. I can't say it very well.
I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Well, it's not supposed to, if it's Japanese, you're not supposed to put enunciation on any of the syllables. I know that.
It's just how we say it in Hawaii.
Well then, that's what it's going to be. Right? There, here's my sill pads. There. And then stuff won't stick. So the next thing we're going to do is pour it out on the pans and bake it, right? Well, I'm going to turn the oven on. 250?
Yeah.
For an hour. Check it in half.
Yeah. Big.
250?
Yeah.
It's in there. It's in there. Okay. Ooh, Watson. Will it fit? Yeah, I think it'll work, don't you?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not even super. I think the butter's making it so it doesn't stick in the bowl. So in a half hour, I assume you turn it so that it browns, kind of, huh?
Yeah, I just mix it again.
All right. Oh, but now one thing, is my oven big enough to hold both of these? Do you put them on different shelves at your house, or do you?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Put it in. Let me make more room.
Is that what you're supposed to do? Just keep your pizza pan in there? You're supposed to just put your pizza stove in there?
I do, yes, because it evens out the heat. Especially in these cruddy. This is not a great oven. And so we put that one on top of the pizza stone and it helps even out the heat in the oven. There we go. All right, now we sit and wait for half an hour, right?
Yeah, or you could just make the second thing.
Oh, and have it ready to go in right after? Yeah, let's do that. The timer just went off for 30 minutes. And we pulled our mix out and we're going to stir it and stick it back in. Oh, I can make it. We got plenty of new utensils. Here you go. And my utensil. Ooh, it's wet. It's sticky. Aren't these sill pads are the best invention ever.
What do you call them?
They're called sill pads. They're not very expensive anymore. You can get them at Home Goods in the bakery department. And I bought sill pad. But
S-I-L-P-A-T.
there, let's see. Well, they're called the baking mat now. This is the one I got last year at, oh here, let's turn this off. And then bake. When you turn it off, it turns itself off. All right, we're gonna mix this and then we're gonna put it back in for 30 more minutes and then we're gonna go sit somewhere. Stirred it around and we added more topping. This is one batch, 2 boxes of cereal and 1 portion of the recipe. And it's super crunchy and delicious. Later, and I have demolished a good chunk of this crispy mix. It is so good. But I seem to have had stage fright today because I said, Jessica comes into the store sometimes. Well, she's kind of my friend. A friend. I'm super happy that Jessica came in and showed us how to make this snack because it's delicious. As I always say, make sure you subscribe to the channel. There'll be more cooking tomorrow. And ring the bell, like us, leave a comment. Have you heard of this before? I am not a giant Asian food eater. And so I never even heard of that sprinkle stuff. I talked to my youngest child about it, and she said that I'd seen it before. But boy, I was oblivious. So this is a new thing. It's kind of good. It's tasty. And let me tell you, it is delicious. Let's see if I can turn it. It is super delicious when it's warm. And the darker, well-browned ones are tasty. So try it. You should try it. It's really good. Bye.